Hi everyone, this is Dr. Green. I just wanted to record a short video here to help you get started with the course in case you were not able to make the conference. So here's our course homepage. The weekly modules are set up almost all the same. So let's take a look at the first module here, week 1. So I've got an introduction here, the objectives for the week, and then a weekly schedule. So these are recommended assignments to be completed each day. So this actually should be a Monday. So Monday through Friday, I've got recommended assignments. Just you don't want to let them all pile up to the weekend, but the hard due date is actually on Sunday. But for Monday, I've got about 20 minutes of video clips here, and then corresponding homework problems to work, and then continuing each day there. So the content delivery is going to be in this section here, guided notes and videos. So let's click on that and open up. So this link will take you to the chapter 1 and 2 guided notes that you can download. I would recommend either printing them off, or if you like to take notes on a tablet, saving them to your tablet. So those guided notes look like this. This is an outline of my notes, and I've got problem statements and definitions and things all in there, and data is all in there, and sometimes also the graphics. And it's got the prompts in the notes here, so it's telling us here, watch video section 1.2 example 1 for content delivery, and then when you get done, you're going to try homework from chapter 1, problem 1. So those video links, if we go back, are right here in the chapter 1-2 playlist. So let's go ahead and click there. And so here's our chapter 1-2 playlist. So we're going to play this first video. Excuse me. Section 1.2 example 1. And then after that, we're going to attempt homework chapter 1, problem 1. So if we go back to the course here and go down to Canvas homework under assignments and activities, and we'll see chapter 1 homework. And that will be a Canvas quiz. We preview here. It looks something like this. So here's that first question, question number 1, and that's going to be similar to this first example that you work through with me in the video. And then we'll go back to the guided notes, and it tells us, okay, let's watch section 1.3 example 1 video, and then when we get done, we're going to try chapter 1 homework problems 2 and 3. So we'll go back to our playlist here, 1.3 example 1. So we've got a 6-minute video clip. Then we'll go back to our quiz here, and we'll attempt problem 2 and problem 3. And then you'll just keep going like that, following the prompts and the guided notes. It'll tell you in order, which video to watch and then which corresponding homework problems to do. So these homework problems should be very similar to the video segment that you just worked through with me. Now it automatically, Canvas automatically saves your answers as you go. A lot of these questions are drop down or multiple choice or fill in the blank. And then when you completely finish with the chapter 1 homework, you'll submit the quiz. If you don't submit, it'll still save your work. So you can go and you can come back to it later. Not a problem there. Also, you can attempt the entire quiz at least 3 times. Some I allow more attempts than 3, but at least 3 times. So you can go back and you can redo the problems that you missed. Unfortunately, you have to also refill in the answers for the problems that you did get correct. Some of these also have a view an example link that will show an example similar to that problem if it's a little bit different from what we did in the video segment. So that's the content delivery there. We also will have some discussions here. And so, for example, in week 1, we've got a discussion, misleading statistics. And this link will take you to the discussion. And directions here. Initial posts we like to have for the discussions by Wednesday, midnight, and then 2 replies by Sunday. Remember, hard due dates for everything is Sunday. There's I think I mentioned this, but in in the schedule here, in the weekly schedule, those are actually recommended due dates. So try not to let it all pile up till the weekend or you'll go crazy. One other thing I'll mention with the discussion is that in your initial post, you need to cite and reference a source to get full credit. So the rubric's available if you click on that discussion also. And that is part of the rubric to get full credit there. So it could be the textbook or it could be an internet source. That's fine. Or you could cite, in this case, I have you reading an article, so you could just cite the article. One nice thing in there, when you are doing your APA sources, I'm okay if you use Citation Machine, the website citationmachine.com, to generate your citation for the weekly discussions. I do it myself. This is hard to remember all the little format rules, I know. So, and then the other thing is, let's go to our next week here. When exams come along, exams are open book, open notes. And our first exam here is in week 2. And if you click on that exam link, you'll see exam 1 formulas. So that's a summary of all the formulas on that first exam. You may want to print that off or save it to your laptop or tablet to have it handy as you're working on the homework problems. And then I've got a copy of an old exam that I gave in the face-to-face course, a video of me working through that practice exam, and then a written key for that exam. And then the actual exam, there's a Canvas portion here and a written portion here. For the written portion, you will do your work on notebook paper, and then you'll take pictures of it and do file upload, and I'll grade it digitally. So that's how that will work. And then I think the only other thing in there is I'm going to have you working on some projects using a software called Jamovi. It's an open source statistical software. And if we click on the Jamovi link, so this is to upload your output for the software. It'll generate output from the data. But if we click on that Jamovi 1 link, you guys won't have to preview, you'll just do take the quiz. So here's some general instructions getting started. Here's the data file for that. And then here's a video link that will demonstrate how to complete the different parts of the project. So I take some sample data and then I go through all of the questions that you're going to be doing here on the sample data. And then you will just go back, you'll download Jamovi, that's in the general instructions. So free open source software, it's available on Windows and Mac. You can also run it from online, they have a cloud-based version. And then you'll upload this data, open that data file with your Jamovi, that's in Canvas, and then you will complete the questions as you go along, referring back to the video that demonstrates how to do each part of the project there. So there won't be a project portion every week. I think there's 4, maybe 5 parts of that project throughout the 8 weeks, and then no final exam. There will be a fifth exam that's, I think that's towards the last week, middle of the last week or something like that, but then no final exam. So I am available to, I am able to do screen sharing online, so I'm available to do one-on-one tutoring if you get stuck on something. The only other thing I'll mention is that sometimes in the Canvas quizzes, there is symbolization that Canvas has a hard time displaying. So I don't think I have any of it in this particular quiz. Looks like this is mostly text. Yeah. So, but sometimes if there's formulas with symbols up in here, sometimes they don't display correctly, or sometimes formulas or images in the multiple choice answers don't display correctly. If that happens, try reloading the page. If it still doesn't show, shoot me an email and then I can send you a screen clipping of what it should look like for you. So I think that's all that I have. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, or if you if you need to work one-on-one, also feel free to contact me. We can set up a Zoom or Canvas conference. Hope you have a great summer.